Hello everyone and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at another LEGO set. This time around it's from Revenge of the Sith and it's a very nice set indeed. It's this one, set number 9494, and as you can see from the graphic on the front it is of course Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. This particular vehicle is taken from the scene in Revenge of the Sith in which Anakin flies to the Mustafar system and includes some fantastic minifigures as well. Retails for $34 to $39.99 depending where you get it from. Consists of 300 pieces, and as you can see from the images on the side it does include five minifigures. So we get Anakin Skywalker, Nute Gunray, Obi-Wan Kenobi, a security battle droid and R2-D2. Now this is a really cool set because not only do you get the Jedi Interceptor itself, but also included are a couple of platforms. Well, you get a Mustafar platform and also a panning droid with which you can recreate the epic duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end of the film. So that's really nice that LEGO included that, and I'll show you those later on in the video. On the back of the box we get a rundown of some of the features that the vehicle has, as well as some of the scenes that you can recreate using this set. And overall it's a very nice set indeed. Definitely one of my favourite of the smaller sets that I've picked up so far, and definitely one that I'd recommend picking up. So we'll start this review by taking a look at the minifigures, but before I do that I just want to give you a look at the instruction manual, which I nearly lost there. Really nice graphic, that I love that, and you do of course get a rundown of how. Find you a decent picture in here. There aren't that many actually, they're all pretty much the same. But of course you do get a rundown of how to construct the set inside this booklet. And you just get the one manual with this set. So let's take a look at the minifigures included in this set first up. And of course we're going to start things off with Anakin Skywalker. Now this particular minifigure is possibly one of my favourites. I absolutely love the way that this guy has been designed. Obviously this particular Anakin figure is based on his appearance in episode 3, specifically towards the end of the film, so by this point Anakin has turned to the dark side, and that's evident in the facial expressions that he's pulling there. Really cool thing with this figure is that he has a double printed head, so he has two facial expressions, the first one being this very menacing in battle grimace, and then if we rotate the hair around on the reverse side of the head we have a very manic stare, and of course you've got the yellow Sith eyes that indicate that Anakin has fully turned to the dark side of the Force. So really nice figure this one. Got some superb printed details on the torso which carry on towards the legs, and of course you have one black hand to cover up the robotic arm that Anakin has, and he does indeed come with a blue lightsaber as well. So a really nice figure, definitely one of my favourites from the set. Next up we have Anakin's former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi, which again is a very nicely designed figure. First thing you'll notice with this one is that the hairpiece included is a carryover from the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigures. It looks really nice. Again, like with Anakin, we do have two facial expressions with this figure. Obviously the first one there you'll see is the rather angry looking Obi-Wan. And then if we flip the hair around we have a much more stern and concerned looking Obi-Wan on there as well. So we have concerned Obi and angry Obi. Again, really nice figure, superb printing on the torso again, and of course a blue lightsaber included with this figure. So a couple of really cool ones there. I'll give you a look at Anakin and Obi-Wan in their duel later on in this review. But there they are together for the time being. Really nice couple of minifigures those. Just get the camera to focus in on Anakin. Next up we have the Separatist leader, Nute Gunray, which is again I believe a new figure to this set. Very nicely designed. Obviously you've got the unique Neimoidian headdress there, and again some fantastic printing on the head and body of the figure. Unfortunately, this figure doesn't have two facial expressions printed on the head. Would have been nice if we'd have got a more worried and frightened for his life sort of look on the reverse side of the head, obviously prior to getting slain by Anakin. But very cool figure nonetheless, and again you've got some cool printing on the body of the figure as well. You'll notice that Nute Gunray doesn't have legs, instead he has this solid piece, which obviously is meant to represent the robes that Nute Gunray wears, and overall it's a very cool figure. Next up we have probably the least exciting figure from this set, and that is of course the security battle droid. Not a particularly exciting figure, but again serves as good cannon fodder or lightsaber fodder in this instance. As I said at the beginning of the review, this is a security battle droid, so he does have a maroon central body piece there to indicate his rank, and he does come with a blaster pistol or rifle as well. And finally we have R2-D2, who of course helps Anakin co-pilot the Jedi Interceptor. Very, very nice figure, again with some nice printed details on the body. And the dome as well. And he can indeed be inserted into the droid socket on the ship, which I'll show you later on in the video. So those are the minifigures. So now let's jump into the actual vehicle itself. Here it is, really, really nicely designed ship. I've always been a fan of the Episode 3 style Jedi Starfighters, and the green one in particular has always been one of my favourites. As I said earlier on, the ship does indeed have a droid socket, which R2-D2 can be inserted into, like so, to help Anakin on his way. If only he knew, right? The cockpit, of course, can be opened. If we can do that without breaking it. And you can proceed to add Anakin inside there, like so. Hope that's showing up well on camera for you. Like with Size 18's Jedi Starfighter that I previously reviewed, this particular ship does have lightsaber storage, and that can be found behind Anakin there. You've got a couple of clips. If you disassemble the lightsaber, you can clip the hilt and the blade in there respectively. And of course you've got a lever on there as well for Anakin to control the ship. So that's really, really cool, and of course the cockpit can be closed, but you do have to remove the lightsaber prior to doing so. The one difficulty I found with this figure is that with this ship is when you remove the figure from the cockpit, the seat tends to come out with it, which is a bit of a shame and a little bit inconvenient, but it's nothing that 2 seconds of replacing it can't fix. So that's the cockpit of the vehicle, and again you've got some nice prints on there with the Republic emblems at the back. We also have a couple of firing projectiles on the undercarriage of the vehicle. Again, these are just flick missiles which you push from the back and they go firing out. No landing gear on this one, although it doesn't really need it as it's got these small smoothed circle pieces underneath which it sits on. Again, you've got R2 in there. As you can see, the central cockpit area which attaches to, I'll call them not the wings as such, but the main body of the ship, they're on hinges again, so you can play around with that to get it into the position that you require. And the wings on either side are also on hinges, so you can open them up and have the vehicle in flight mode like so. And as you can see, you've got some stickers on there as well, both on the front and also on the insides of the wings as well. So you can have those open for flight mode and of course closed when the vehicle lands. So that just about covers the ship. again, open up the cockpit for you. Some cool bits in there. So that is the Jedi Interceptor. And as I said at the beginning of the review, not only do we get this particular ship, but we also get a Mustafar panning droid included with the set, which is really nice. The head of the droid is on a hinge, so you can tip that backwards like so, and again you'll see you have one of those clear circular pieces which, when you fold that back round, gives the illusion that the head is floating. You've also got a couple of arms which are on pivots, so they can be rotated if you want. And also these clear pieces again give the illusion that the droid is floating, and attached to that is a orange lava base, which is really cool. And again, you can stand Anakin, or Darth Vader at this point in the film of course, on top of that, and he's ready to go head to head with Obi-Wan. There we go, that's Anakin on top of the panning droid. And as I said, we also receive in this set just a standard platform, which again operates on these same clear pieces to give the floating illusion there, with the lava base at the bottom. We've got several hinged pieces on this platform. Also got the light there as well. And again, you can stand Obi-Wan on top of this platform and have him ready to battle with Anakin, like so. So a really good value for money set is this one. Again, you get some fantastic minifigures, and the additions of the platform and the panning droid is an added bonus. Really allows you to create some fantastic scenes with this set, and overall I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's a fantastic set, comes with great figures, you get a great ship and some additional features as well. So overall a fantastic set and definitely recommended. So there we go, that is the platform with Obi-Wan, the panning droid with Anakin. Again, we have the Jedi Interceptor as the main focus of this set, and we also get a couple of separatist scum to go along with it as well. So a really nice set, guys. Again, this is set number 9494, retails for between $34 and $39.99, and is an absolutely fantastic set. Definitely worth the money, and definitely worthy of adding to your LEGO collection. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys. I'll be back with many more LEGO reviews for you very soon. So until then, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.